Hey you guys, it's Jasmine Marche and I'm back with another video. So it's been a very long time. I know that I made a video in about May or something saying that I would start making videos again, and here we are in February and this is the first time I'm back. But I wanted to make a video called ask a social worker, or ask a MSW student. So if anybody's like me, when I first started grad school, or when I was looking into what kind of program I would want to go to for grad school, you're pretty much on YouTube, watching videos, seeing what kind of things you can do with an MSW degree, and just really trying to figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life. When I first decided to go to grad school, I was engaged. I was 24 years old, and I just really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I know I wanted to go on and pursue higher education, but I just wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to go to school for. And then I think someone just put social work in my head, and then I was like looking and researching it. And I was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I care about helping people. I care about serving people. I could care about serving underserved people. So social work is the degree for me. So I actually applied to grad school. I actually applied to two different schools. The first school that I really wanted to go to, they only accepted me for part-time. So my GPA was about a 3.7, but they said that competition was very high and that they could only accept me for part-time. So I really didn't want to go to part-time because I already knew that I was kind of tired of school and that I really wanted to graduate soon, but I wanted to go to grad school. So I ended up applying to another school, and they right off the bat accepted me full-time, and that's how I ended up here. So here I am, and I'm not admitting to be an expert at all, because I'm not, but I'm more than a third of the way through. I'm actually going to graduate in May. So I do think that I have something to say about just being an MSW student and getting through the whole process. So I'm going to tell you, I think, five things that you can do to get through grad school as a social work student. I haven't written them down, so I'm literally it's all coming off the top of the dome, but hopefully it makes sense. So the first thing is, don't underestimate the amount of time you need. So in the first semester of grad school, there was a couple people who were saying that they were full-time. So they were full-time students and they were full-time workers, on top of any other priority that they had in their lives. And I was just always like, wow, how do they do this? And they were just saying, it's just what I have to do. And I definitely understand that. Some people who are going back to school later on, they have families and they have to work. Fortunately, I was in a position where I had just got married to my husband, and, we both did have to work, but not to the extent that people have to work when they have to work 40 hours. So I could work, 10 to 12 hours a week and get by. So I just always made sure to give myself time. So literally only work 3 days a week at work, and work 4-hour shifts. And even in the times where I wasn't quote unquote really doing anything, it was just good to have that time off just in case I ever did have to do something. So just don't underestimate the time that you need. If you have to be in grad school and, still work full time, then you got to do what you got to do. And I'm sure that people do it. But if you can definitely take off work and not work as much, you would definitely find it beneficial. I have received nothing less than a 3.5 since being in grad school. And last semester, while taking the most amount of courses I've ever took, in one semester, which was 6 classes, I got a 3.8. So, I think I know what I'm talking about, at least a little bit. So the second thing is, don't be afraid to ask for help. So I honestly don't think that I ever was a good writer. I always enjoyed school, but I just don't think that I'm a good writer, honestly. I always tell my sister and other people that I think I missed the whole grammar thing, in elementary school, or honestly, my school didn't teach me, because I don't think that I'm a good writer. I guess I'm a good writer. Let me not say that. So I think I'm a good writer, but as far as grammatical things, I kind of struggle with that. And that was evident my first semester of grad school when I would do papers, and teachers would give them back and be like, oh, well, this is wrong and that is wrong and this is wrong, but what you're saying is good, but all this stuff is wrong, which is like taken away from what you're saying. So I actually had to go to the writing center a couple times. I had to rewrite one paper over since being in grad school, and it was kind of sad. I mean, I was like just frustrated, but when I ended up writing it over, I ended up getting an A, and my professor said that if I didn't write it over, I would have got a C, which you don't get C's in grad school, because that's considered failing. So it was, it's been a journey, but I think overall, just don't fail to not don't like feel embarrassed asking for help, because everyone's not perfect. Just because it's grad school doesn't mean that you're a scholar and you're great at everything. You just get better and better as time goes by. The third thing I would say is make friends. I mean, I thought when I was going to go to grad school, I was going to be by myself, and I was just, here to get things done and not really talk and not really be friends with people. But I can honestly say one of the best things that I have done is get friends, befriend people, because those are the people that you're going to go to when you need help with papers, or you need somebody to explain concepts to you, or you need somebody to help you with the project. Those are the people who are going to turn to you. And those are the people you're going to be able to turn to. And I can honestly say, if I didn't have any friends, I would really struggle, because there's been a lot of papers and a lot of assignments that I've been confused about and, too embarrassed to ask my professors. So, having friends where I can ask them and, throw ideas off of has really, really, really been a blessing for me. So number 4, so like I said, I'm making this stuff up as I go. But number 4 would probably be, let's see. I guess, be talkative in grad school. I don't think anybody cannot be talkative, but, I think that helps you more than anything. I think that I have built good relationships with my professor just because I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to share my experiences. I'm willing to say things. I know, like, even in the first semester of grad school, I was taking a diversity class, and a lot of the issues that were presented were kind of controversial, kind of things that people didn't want to talk about. And I would always be the person that says something and, like, encourage other people to say things, because I think a lot of times people don't want to say things because their opinions and their backgrounds, and they're afraid to offend people. But I honestly learned that I'd rather have people say stuff, or I'd rather say stuff than just not say anything at all. Like, the fact that you're going into social work means that you care about people. It means that you care about helping people. So that being said, we have to be the people that advocate for people. We have to be the people who go out and are not afraid to say things. So I just encourage anybody who is going for an MSW degree to be comfortable with your voice, be comfortable with advocating on behalf of people, be comfortable of saying your piece, even if it's contrary to what others may believe. So yeah, and number 5, I guess just really just enjoy the experience. If you guys don't, none of you have on me on social media, but honestly, I complain so much. I do. I complain so much on Snapchat, Facebook, all that stuff about grad school and how stressful it is sometimes. But the number one thing that I would say is just enjoy the experience. You're never going to be able to learn like that again, and just be around like-minded people who think like you and who, have the same passions as you, and also be around professors who have so much experience, so much things to share with you, so that you will be more prepared when you get into the field. So truly, truly enjoy the experience. Like I said, I've been in grad school since August of 2016, and I have truly enjoyed the experience. Besides the papers, which were a little challenging at times, I really have enjoyed the experience, and just being able to have conversations. Sometimes when I'm on break, I even be missing school. I'd be like, dang, I can't wait to go back to school and be around like-minded people. So just enjoy the experience, soak it all in, because after you graduate, you're gonna have to get a grown-up people job, where you're not able to just sit around and talk, and do fun things and things like that. So really just soak it all in and enjoy the experience. It's definitely worth it. The MSW degree is just a really good degree to have, especially in New York State. It's very employable. Um, and it will put you ahead of a lot of people. Like, I don't even have a bachelor's degree in social work, but when I graduate, I'm going to be starting off at a higher role and a higher rate because of my degree. So I'm just very, very thankful for that. If you guys have any more questions, something that I didn't mention, which is probably a lot of stuff, you can definitely hit me up in the comment section. I would be definitely be willing to answer anything that I may not have included. Hopefully, I make another video sometime soon. I have a couple ideas that I want to talk about, so hopefully I can do that. But if you have any more questions, just put them in the comment section. All right, deuces.